What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody? Today, we are back with another Summoners War Chronicle video. Today, we're going to be doing a spotlight on Chloe, but super quick before we get into that, be sure to like and comment as always, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are pushing towards 600 followers, so it'd be really awesome if you were one of them. But let's get into it. So Chloe is a phenomenal monster. So first, I'm just going to show mine. She's not too special at all. So super quick, first the runes. So I just have her on like an HP, set as much HP as possible. So triple HP with the energy set, the defense set, and the evasion set for max survivability for when she isn't invincible, which is not very often. But let's get into it. So first place she's really good for is going to be Trial of Ascension. I beat Toa Hard 200 with her, easy claps. I also used her to climb a bunch of spires today, but let's show you her power. So I'm running her with 2 additional support monsters. I recommend you do that for sure in order to help when you don't have invincibility. And just to show, I think I'm at minus 25. Yeah, minus 25. But not that it really matters again, especially if you're Orbia, you're almost always going to be invincible. So what you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure you're always attacking the opposite element. So what I do is I just main the one that is the most, kill those first, and then switch elements. If there's like a healer or a reviver, you might have to go for them first. So just make sure you start with the element of the person you want to go for first if you're Orbia. But let's get into it. So what we're going to do first, what I like to do is I take off manual. I guess we're just leaving manual on this time. We want to make sure that we are attacking only the light monsters. And then as the light monsters fall, once we get down to the last guy, we're going to switch over to our wind weapon. So again, if you're really struggling, you can manual this and you can make sure that the invincibility is extra good, that you're not missing any opportunity to go invincible, because you can like hold mana while you're invincible and kind of hold it off. So this is going to be a little bit of a slower tactic, so you want to be careful with that. You want to make sure you can do enough damage. So as your damage decreases, that'll kind of be a problem. Yeah, this is taking a really long time. I think I'm going to switch to these elementals as they're doing a lot of healing. I don't like that. Then we're going to go to this elemental, and now we're going to have to switch. So we're going to go ahead and switch our weapons here and go against the Lich. So as you guys can see, we're just pretty much spamming that invincibility, and as the stages get harder, you can be more efficient with it. Super slow here. Hopefully I get it in time. Oh yeah, lots of time. Lots. I think they're 5 minutes as you get further up, so.
It depends if it's boss stages, I think.
Well, this isn't a boss stage, so boss stages you may have even longer. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You can just put your phone down and kind of run, I guess not in spires. You can't run consecutively because they don't have that, but. Shadow, do you use her often as Cleef? Do you find her still valuable?
No.
No. Yeah, she's a little bit crazy with Orbia, with how much she can just proc it. Our mana gain when we have elemental advantage is pretty nuts.
I like to just use Bastet most of the time.
Yeah, that Bastet shield when you have max HP, but Chloe is no shield, you're just invincible. You can't die. It's pretty awesome, but let's get into some other areas that she is really good. So she's really good for Path of Growth, especially as a new player. So for Path of Adventure here, she's actually going to help you in every single dungeon if you need it. So she's definitely not the best, of course. There's going to be better ones, but let's showcase her and show just how awesome she can be when it comes to these. So we're going to be running her. Let's run 2 more fire people. Oh no, let's try to do this free to play. Let's do this free to play. Hold up. So we want to have a stripper for the defense and just for the crit rate, just in case. So he's a very good free-to-play stripper. And then, who's the other person that's running? I think Kona.
No, it was Tattoo.
Oh, yeah, for the burns. Yep. So let me just throw some runes on here quick so you guys already know about this. This is a good way to share your rune sets between people. So this is the one I want for him. This is my accuracy set. Chloe has my good HP set. And then she is going to get my Bastet's set. So my titles are all wrong here. For some reason, if you put titles on your phone, they don't convert to the PC. So I have to retitle all my stuff. And then we want to make sure that we're going opposite element here. Very important, so that we can proc our mana for our invincibility. Alright, let's do this. So again, this is going to be a slower way to pass it, but if you're struggling to pass him consistently, this is a wonderful way to do it with minimal resources. You don't have to have any of these guys too built up. You just need Chloe max skilled. My tattoo is max skilled just because of seal, and then my dog's like nothing.
Yeah, he's got like 2 skill ups into a couple skills.
And then I think my tattoo is level 10 awakened, but as I showed you guys, my Chloe is only the 5 awakened. So let's make this a little bit visually more. Okay, the V button's just not working. Strange. Alright. So again, super slow, but you guys can see he's just not doing any damage to us. And that's kind of the hardest part with this boss, is just like living through. Ooh, this is going to hurt. But we have enough sustain that we are fine. And we are just going to go invincible again. So you can run a healer here, even if you are like even lower power and struggling. You can run a healer for the times that your Chloe doesn't proc. So really awesome way to clear him if you're struggling. And then I'm going to show you the 2 water monsters that she's actually really good with as well. Even though it is she has elemental disadvantage, she's still phenomenal for those dungeons. So the first one I'm going to show is going to be the spider. So the energy runes are very, very important. So you want to make sure that you can be farming level 15 of this as soon as possible. So Chloe's going to help you do that. So Chloe's going to make us go invincible. We're going to run, no, free to play. Let's go Kona, and then our damage dealer is going to be Naomi. And then we want to make sure we're wind weapon, and then we're going to switch over our runes super quick. So again, you probably should be doing this with all your guys too, so that you can maximize their efficiency in the dungeon. So I'm using Chloe. Yeah, I want tattoo set. And then I will, she has damage set. Okay, so we're good. All right, so let's do this. So I know it seems weird, because Chloe does have the elemental disadvantage, but the invincibility just makes it so it doesn't matter.
This spider boss is so annoying.
She's really hard to beat, so. And like you always get her to like 0% health, and then she does some funky stuff and you die. It's never fun. That can even still happen with this, not gonna lie. But it is pretty solid. If you are even lower power, you might even want to run another healer. Oh, okay, so this is going to be one of the bad runs. Going to be one of the bad ones, I think.
Yeah, once Chloe dies, you're screwed.
Yeah, so that can happen, of course. We'll just reset here. I should die in a sec. Alright. So that's why she is such a pain in the butt. Let's do this again here. This is actually a good chance to show. They fixed it so that even when you die and it resets your people, the next run, it puts them back to how you had it when you entered the dungeon, which has actually been a really awesome change because that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, it was super annoying. Your soul link guy would die, and then they wouldn't be soul linked anymore. It would be someone else, and you'd fail to run again.
Oh yeah, it was super annoying. So it's nice that they like automatically... Chloe. So that was a little dangerous there. Like, I guess it was dangerous because it killed my Kona.
You didn't have too many poisons on you.
But you guys see, even when it's like super dangerous, Chloe is still just going ham with these invincibilities and just making it so that we can relatively easy clear this. Now, obviously, the best team for this is going to be Hela, Bastet, Naomi once you get strong enough. But for right now, this is a really good option that you can run to help you consistently beat it. So you guys can see here, it's super close, but Chloe just keeps proccing that invincibility. The more little spiders that come, for me, kind of the better, because the more often I can proc mana. So even though it looks super dangerous, you're just invincible all the time. And again, you could run double support if you wanted to, if you are lower in power. Ooh, legendary. And then the very last team I want to show that is a free-to-play team that you can use to run level 15 when you are maybe below the power limit. It's going to be the Water Shorkly. So he is super annoying, but Chloe, again, is going to make it super easy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring Chloe. We need to bring a anti-heal. So I'm going to bring this girl, since she has elemental advantage, and she also puts anti-heal, and she also is a free-to-play unit. So she is good to use here. And then you just want to bring another support, so I'm going to use my Kona. And then again, you want to make sure you have elemental advantage as Orbia, and we're going to whoop his butt. So again, this is going to be slower, but hopefully very consistent for you. Chloe, of course, does have her runs where she's going to fail, but she is super consistent, and no matter how hard the content gets, as long as you can ensure you maintain elemental advantage as Orbia, you can constantly be cycling the invincibility for the most part. That's why the additional supports as well, just for those like couple of instances where she doesn't cover you. And another thing I should cover as well is her first skill. What it does is it will single target heal someone by a lot, and I'll show it after what exactly it is. And if that target is below a certain amount of HP, it's going to make them invincible. So when you're doing things like Toa and such, if you find that your whole team is holding on really well, but your Chloe's like down in HP, you can use that skill to help make sure that your Chloe doesn't die. Because if Chloe dies, it's kind of over for most of this stuff here.
I find a lot of the times it comes down to just me and my Chloe.
Yep.
And then you can use the heal when you're actually like go low health.
And then one good thing here too, with this one, you're using the wind weapon, so you can kill him through that endure with your skill 1. There we go. So that's really awesome as Orbia as well. To be honest, I'm scared showing my girl off this much. She's pretty crazy. But as you guys can see, Chloe is your key, especially early game, when you're not focusing so much on speed clears, you're just focusing on consistent clears. She is going to be incredible for you. And yeah, so let's just go double check that skill, and then that is pretty much it for my rambling. Of course, she's good in other places as well, including PvP. It's a little bit harder to maintain elemental advantage in PvP, but you can still do it. And the invincibility, once you have it max skilled, you should only be running it max skilled, but is 6 seconds. So that's a pretty long time. But yeah, this skill here, so it recovers 41% of their HP, and if they're below 30%, they go invincible for the 6 seconds. So that is awesome. And it can also be done to you if you're dying. Like, you can use this and it'll heal you and you'll go invincible.
Yeah, it makes both of you invincible, I think.
Yep. So, build Chloe. She's amazing. Again, you don't even have to awaken her. Don't waste your breath of life or your essence of magic, in my opinion, right now. She is totally okay at awakened 5. You just want to make sure that these are maxed. But with all that being said, we appreciate you guys. Be sure to like and comment down below. Tell me where you use her. I'd love to hear it, if you have her built or not. Subscribe as always, and we will catch you guys in the next one.